You ever feel like you need a translator just to keep up with the tech world? You hear it all the time. AI, ML, DL, it's a real alphabet soup of acronyms. Well, you're in the right place, because today we're going to decode all of it and give you a super clear map of this amazing landscape.
All right, so let's just dive right in. I mean, these terms get thrown around all the time, right? And it's super easy to think they're all just the same thing. But here's the deal, they're not. They're all very, very closely related, though.
But hey, the good news is, if you're confused, you're definitely not alone. So in just the next few minutes, we're going to build the ultimate cheat sheet for you. It's a really simple framework that'll show you exactly how all these pieces click together. Okay, so here's the best way to think about all this. It's kind of like a set of Russian nesting dolls. You know the ones, right? You've got the big doll on the outside, and then you open it up, and there's a slightly smaller one inside, and an even smaller one inside that. Each one is its own thing, but they all belong to the same family. So let's actually build this thing out. The biggest doll, the whole universe really, that's computer science. Now you crack that open, and inside you find artificial intelligence, or AI. That's the huge overarching goal of making computers smart. Okay, now go one layer deeper inside that and you get machine learning, ML. That's a specific way to create that intelligence. And then right at the very core, the tiniest doll, that's deep learning, DL. See? Each one is just a specialty of the one before it. And I love this definition of machine learning. It's so simple and powerful. Think about it. Instead of a programmer having to sit down and write a million different rules for a program, you just create a system that learns on its own from experience. A perfect example is your spam filter. The more spam emails it sees, the better it gets at spotting them in the future. That's it. That's the whole idea. And that concept right there is the engine that's driving so much of modern AI. So what about that tiny doll at the center, deep learning? Well, it's a super powerful type of machine learning. The deep part, that just refers to how complex its mathematical models are. They're actually inspired by the layers of neurons in our own brains. And it's this brain-like structure, combined with today's insane computing power, that's behind all the magic you see. Stuff like your phone recognizing faces in photos, or AI generating text that sounds like a real person wrote it. Okay, so we've got our nested dolls all lined up. AI, ML, DL. But you might be wondering, what about other big terms you hear all the time, like data science or robotics? Are they just more dolls in the set? Well, no, not exactly. They fit into this whole picture in a slightly different way. So data science isn't another doll inside the others. It's more like an overlapping field. Think of it like a giant umbrella. It pulls in machine learning, but also statistics and a bunch of other tools from computer science. And its whole purpose is really practical. It's all about digging into data and pulling out useful, real-world insights. And that brings us to what a lot of people call the ultimate challenge of AI, robotics. Again, it's not another subfield. Robotics is different. It's the application. It's where all these different pieces we've been talking about have to come together and actually do something in the physical world. And when you look at what's involved, you can totally see why it's such a huge challenge. I mean, a truly smart robot needs computer vision so it can see. It needs speech recognition and natural language processing so it can understand us when we talk to it. It needs to be able to reason when things are uncertain. It's like a grand symphony where every single part of AI has to play its part in perfect harmony. Now, when we say robot, we need to clear something up real quick. We all think of the sci-fi stuff, right? The humanoid machines walking around with a metallic voice. Forget all that. In the real world, a robot is just a machine that has sensors to perceive the world and actuators to act on it. They're built for a specific job. So yeah, that means your dishwasher or an autonomous vehicle. Technically, they're both robots. All right, so we've unpacked the layers, we've talked about the related fields. Let's put this all together now and look at the complete picture, your field's guide to AI. And boom, here it is. This chart gives you the entire thing at a glance. You start with the broadest field, computer science. That's the foundation for everything. Inside that is AI, the quest to make computers smart. A subfield of that is machine learning, where systems learn from data. And the most specialized subfield is deep learning, using those complex models. Then you see how data science is this overlapping field for practical applications. And finally, robotics is where it all gets put to work in the real world. So look, if you take away one thing, it's this. These are not competing terms. They are layers of specialization and application. It's simple.
AI is the big goal, right? Machine learning is one of the main ways we get there. And deep learning is a really powerful technique for doing machine learning. And then you have fields like robotics, where it all comes to life.
So there you have it. You've got the map, you have the cheat sheet, you can finally decode the alphabet soup. Which leaves us with just one big question, and this one's for you to think about. As all of these different fields keep accelerating at this incredible pace, which one do you think is going to change our world the most?